day 22 of the lockdown, but day 1 of lockdown 2.0, and the numbers on your screen right now. The numbers, as we are going to show on the screen, show that there are a total of 1,118 new cases. So there is a steady increase in the number of cases today, over 1,000 today, which takes the total to 11,933. We have to mention here that the number of recoveries has also gone up by 154 to a total of 1,344. Sadly, deaths also have increased, 39 today as of this moment to 392. Let's now quickly talk about specific areas. We'll begin with Delhi first, and as you can see that these are the hot spots that have been identified. So 63% of Delhi at this moment. What a big hotspot Delhi is. 63% of the national capital is in the red zone. That means there are more cases over here. In Andhra Pradesh, a little over half, 56% are red zone level districts. In Tamil Nadu, which has a total of over 1,200 cases, has 43% of the state covered in a red zone. Let's now shift to Rajasthan, where you can see that things are fairly better. 24% of the state is in the green zone, and that is why the Rajasthan Chief Minister said that he could very well open industries there. Maharashtra, the very, very critical Maharashtra, has the most number of cases, rapidly headed to the 3,000 mark in the last couple of days, but just about a fifth or 22% of the districts are at the red zone level. So red zone is only 22% in Maharashtra. Now, if we compare the new cases, that figure on your screen right now, top 3 worst hit states versus the all India figure. This is an extremely important tabulation which is there on your screen right now. The 3-day moving average, which means that cases doubling every 3 days. The all India average of that is 11%. In Maharashtra is about 15%. In Delhi, about 14%, which means Delhi is adding that many cases. In Tamil Nadu, it is 8%. So the total cases on your screen right now with respect to the total new cases. Of course, the death figures are also there on your screen.
So that's really interesting data there, Sanket, and really making it clear that why it's so important to track this so closely. And of course, there's a huge economic cost, but the Prime Minister, after taking everything into consideration, feels the most important thing right now is to control that data that we're seeing there, that the numbers and deaths don't go up. So the Health Minister today, Harsh Vardhan, said that how India has actually tackled the disease is amongst the best models in the world.
We showed to the whole world that India can do it, like it could eradicate smallpox. 2014 we got the certification. Today itself, when I have all these
So there we have the Health Minister Harsh Vardhan, but of course this situation as we track day by day. But interestingly, Sanket, today the government's released new guidelines for what is in a way corona-free zones or safe zones, which will be looked at after April the 20th. What are those?
That's right. So, Sonia, as far as the government is concerned, they've released new data. 170, there are 170 areas or hotspots that have been decided. 207 more additional hotspots could also be added. But let's take a look at Lockdown 2.0, the new guidelines that have come into effect immediately. So, this new guideline says that there will be relaxations post the 20th of April. Now, who will carry out these relaxations? On your screen right now, it will be states, union territories and district administration. This is not a right with the central government, which means states can decide where they want to give relaxation, in which district or in which area. They can make that assessment till the 20th of April based on these new guidelines. These restrictions, though, can be reimposed if COVID cases rise, as the Prime Minister mentioned yesterday. Hotspots will be closely monitored. The definition of hotspot is there in this new guideline. Who will monitor hotspots has also been, the nodal agency has been specified clearly. It is going to be the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And the lockdown elsewhere in the country will continue till the 3rd of May, wherever there is no relaxation. Now, let's quickly talk about what is going to be exempt post the 20th of April if the states feel so. So what will stay open come the 20th of April? Agricultural and related activities, select industrial activities in the green zones or the areas so defined by the state government. Digital economy is going to be up and running, which in most parts is already. manufacture, distribution and retail of fertilizers, transportation of essential and non-essential goods. And this is an extremely significant point because if you recall, here at NDTV, we carried a story where we said that 3.5 lakh trucks are lined up across the length and breadth of this country of both essential and non-essential goods. So that is good relief for the transportation sector because this might open up. Pesticides, seeds, fisheries, stock farming, tea, coffee, rubber plantations, all of this could possibly open up post the 20th of April. Food processing industries in rural areas could open up. Construction, again, very significant. Construction of roads, irrigation projects, buildings, industrial projects, all in rural areas are going to open up. The third point is also equally interesting, where works under Manrega are going to be allowed post the 20th of April. Manufacturing in SEZs, manufacture of IT, RBI, banks, ATMs, which are all already open, are going to stay up and running. Now, let me quickly tell you what all is not going to run or not going to operate even if there were to be easing of restrictions post the 20th of April. No, you cannot fly. No, you cannot travel by train. And certainly you can't take the road. You cannot go to school or any other educational or training institution. Industrial and commercial activities, particularly in the hotspots, is absolute no-no. Hospitality services are absolutely no. That means you can't go and have dinner in a restaurant. Hotels are going to be shut unless, of course, they're providing for the corona warriors. Cinema halls, theatres, malls, shopping complexes, all of this is going to be shut. And last but not the least, no religious congregation and no social or political events are going to take place.